Hello, hello? Hello? Is this doors? Am I in the doors of us? Hello? I have peaches. Yum, 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 yum. It's door world now, baby. How are you? How are y'all? You made it. Hello, Mitty. Hello, medicine. Welcome to my lair. You're good? Awesome. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. I am all settled in. I have you beat up Mock speed. Medi racing down the line. Uh, I tried to. I was inhaling a salad during that setup little starting thing. I was just like, okay, I've got everything else I need. Now let's just eat this salad as fast as physically possible. Okie dokie. So, I'm trying to remember where we were at last time. I know we went with one of the endings. And there's me jumping in the first minute live. Yeah, honestly, that's such a mood. Like, sometimes I see people go live, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm here as soon as the live button and live notification appears. And then other times I'm like, shit, I have to go pee, like, so bad. I'll be right back, I swear. These peaches are so sweet. Okay, right. I'm remembering now, we decided to go through the next branch. Because we finished these two since they were unlockable. And I got very angry with Vi in this one. Hello? Silver, hello! Hello, hello. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm eating a bunch of peaches. And playing some good old puzzle games. There's 3 doors in here.
It looks like they're all locked, though.
Does that mean this is just a dead end?
Well, there's a weird lever thing over here.
Try pulling it.
How about you try pulling it?
Hey, what's with all this hostility?
Oh right, this is the bad timeline where Alice betrayed us.
Are you still mad about the last AB game?
Yes. Of course I am.
Please don't fight.
I'm sorry, Luna. You're too precious. I love you. This route is the malice route. Honestly.
We need to work together, or we're really going to be in trouble. Please.
I'll do it for you, Luna. Do it for her.
Very well. I'll pull the lever then.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Is that okay?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Luna.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm sorry you're stuck in the middle of this.
See if I care.
Bitch. Don't be mean. Luna's amazing. Yes, she is. I love her so much. She is a sweetheart. One of the doors opened.
But only one. I wonder how you open the other ones.
Magic.
Who cares? We should get moving.
This really is the Malice route. Alice has never been this aggressive, except like in that one route, I think, where she escaped. Or tried to escape. Yeah. Luna might be my favorite character. Honestly, yeah. Luna she's just like so precious. You can't hate her. Honestly. Wow. This is such a pretty room. This hasn't been in any of the other routes. We haven't seen the garden before. What is this place? Don't tell me we somehow managed to get outside.
I doubt it. Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
Yeah. I remember the door said bee garden or something. What's a bee garden? It's for the bees!
It probably stands for something. Maybe beautiful?
Or botanical? Huh.
This feels like a whole other little world.
Become garden. You walk in and you slowly start turning into leaves and flowers. Like an oasis in the middle of this meadow.
I feel kind of weird saying this, considering where we are, but this place feels so liberating. All of this green. It's wonderful.
Garden that inflicts you with Hanahaki. Damn, I'd visit the shit out of that garden.
It's huge, though. We'll wear ourselves ragged trying to search the whole thing.
Love that. This must be the exit. I can only imagine from like the noise and the slight shake of the screen anytime that happens, it is literally him grabbing the metal and just shaking it violently. Damn, well, so much for this being easy. It's locked.
We should split up and look around.
Agreed.
You're trying to pry it open with his bare hands. How you been? I've been good. Oh, I don't have a Discord for this, so that isn't set up. Mostly because I'm lazy. I mean, I'll probably make one down the line. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But yeah, I've been good. I just moved into my dorm. I'm all set up. It's very hot, but like, you know, that is. Yeah, also managing a Discord is hard, so like, kinda don't want to do that. Yeah, you haven't moved yet? That's fair. Yeah, I think I moved in pretty early, all things considering. Oh yeah, getting people to talk in Discord is awesome. Yeah. Well, let's get to it then. Oh! We have arrows this time. Can I take this? It's a red spotted mushroom growing in the shadow of this tree. Isn't that an amanita? Oh. Okay. A large Japanese Zelkoba tree. Maybe there's something here, but I can't really tell. Okay, I gotta go around. We're gonna have to cross the water to get over there. Fun fact, this was my second ever BLR puzzle room. Oh, interesting. Please be careful. If you slip, you could fall into the stream. What if I want to slip? I wonder what this is for. Oh. Shit on the bench. Metal rod. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa. There's 3 red buttons on the panel. I pushed them, but nothing happened. I love that in this game, it's just slap button when see it. You think they're broken? Maybe you just need to press them in a specific order. You're gonna type that. Monkey C, hit button. Oh, there's something more. A bronze key? Okay. E. Everyone sees a button and it immediately just slaps it. The button could say detonate and they'd probably still slap it. It's just a flower pot. It's nothing special. Wait, don't people usually hide their house keys under a flower pot or in a mailbox? They do? Just trust me. I'm sure there's something under there. And there is, of course. I love how these puzzles are either convoluted as shit or look under the pot and find something. It's paprika. I don't think that's paprika. No, that's a pepper. Yeah. Sigma. You make from them. Yeah. Oh, huh. I mean, Gollum Bay, the red button screamed. I'm not sure. Wait, is there something in there? I think it's a coin. Coin! Beep-a-doop-a-doop. Can I... Tomato. Someone was growing tomato vines on these stakes. Each vine has several red tomatoes hanging off of it. This is a very cute... Oh, what's this? A bird's eye view of the garden. I'm sure kind of like a map. What's that on the right? What has Sigma never seen a bell pepper? He doesn't know a lot of things. Looks like a box. I think it's a treasure chest. It's connected to the drawing above, see? Oh, that means there's underneath these areas might be the box that we need those keys for. I think. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's another lion. It looks like there's some sort of tile mosaic on the bottom of the pond. Lion. Yeah, it looks like a lion, alright. Yee. Okay. It's a lion. There's lots of lions eating suns in this game. Metal detector. Silver lion. It looks like a tombstone. So the people buried her. Mr. Tooth. Eco Eris. No. What? I hear at least 9. Yeah. Put the coin in the mouth. See? Yeah. Well, that's what it says. Tu fue ego eris. I'm guessing that's in Latin. That's an epitaph. Something that they feel represents them or just a phrase they liked. What does it mean? Beats me. Any ideas, Luna? Looks like it's Latin, but I don't know what it means either. Where's Fi when you need her for once? Did you see this? It looks like there's a keyhole. Right, I need the gold key for this one. No, wait. Wait. Not this one. Okay, so it is the gold key for that one. Oh, whoa. A key. The right plate is the key, and then it's a knife. What's this? Can I combine this with this? Lever, handle. Can I use this? It's a skunk cabbage. The white flower part is actually a leaf. Oh. Okay, then can I dig it up? Dig. You're gonna dig it up? Yes. Poor thing, it's never done anything to you. Don't worry, I'll replant it when we're done. box with a gold lid. Gold key. Okay. I'm guessing this dirt mound is where I have to dig next. Let's try digging here. Can I just put holes anywhere? That'd be fun. Been digging holes all day. Can't find them anywhere. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, we're on a scavenger hunt. And then the last one is underneath the mushroom. Yucky, now I have all of them. Don't dig too far, Sigma, you end up 6 feet under. Okay, paper with dots. Piece of paper has 7 red dots on it and an arrow running down the left edge. Maybe we're supposed to read this in the direction of the arrow. Looks like the dots are on either side. Okay, this is for the machine. So it's left, right, right, left, middle, middle, right. Left, right, right, left, middle, middle, right. Left, right, right, left, middle, middle, right. Did I turn off the waterfall? I did. I guess this was the waterfall control panel. God, imagine that being... What's this? So we probably need something that matches the description. Ooh, secret behind the waterfall. Let's go, gamers. If there is a waterfall in the game, then you should be able to, go behind it. I don't know what to do with the coin. I have a lever, a knife, and a metal detector. Huh? Oh, it's reacting to this onion. Alright, let's dig it up. Metal onion. This was the only thing that got the reaction, right? Oh, I'm gonna cry. Metal onions. Okay, white coin. Okay. Oh, look. Okay. Another. Sigma, take a bite out of the onion. No, just this one. Here you go. Ah, cucumber. Brain coin. Okay. And then what about tomatoes? Yes. You see Sigma timelines, they're like onions. They make you cry. Okay. We have red, green, silver, and yellow. White. 3. Okay. I'm curious what order they go in then. Okay. I can't do anything with the lion. Nothing on the bench. I think I already grabbed what's on that bench. Oop. No coin in the lion's mouth. Nope. Ooh, right, here it is. The handle fits perfectly into the hole in the wall. Yay! Blurp, blurp, blurp. What the fuck? We put the sun in the lion's mouth. When I turned the handle, it got dark. Looks like the light up there went down. Maybe the light was some sort of surrogate sun. If that's the case, it didn't just get dark, it became nighttime. The garden needs nighttime? I guess so. Or maybe there's some hidden meaning in switching from night to day. Let's go see if anything's changed now that it's dark. Call that a lion's sun. I think it's very funny that the entire light... Yeah, it just went down. They didn't know what sunset was, so they just slammed the sun. It's my lions eat sun. Okay, so... Smoothly done. Look at that. Are these stars? Maybe the idea was that when night falls, the stars come out. Huh. Oh, that's cute. Now we have a star. Yep. Okay, so... Purple? Blue. Yellow. Green. Red. Okay, I want to get some significance, yeah. Okay, let's try. Oh wait, I need to turn the sun back on, sorry. No, we are a star. Purple, green, yellow, blue, red. Yeah, that's what it was. Haven't you noticed I'm a star? It's from night to afternoon. Yee. Unfortunately, I can no longer be a star as it is too dark. Okay, I'm guessing purple meant white? Oh, wait, I need the sizes. Oh, shit. Okay, red was the biggest. And green, I think, was the smallest. Oh, shit. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yep. These coins are where? Yes. Are coins the same size and shape, though? How are we supposed to compare them? Wait? I think I saw a scale around here somewhere. We can use that to compare weights. Oh. Oop. Never mind. I forgot about the scale. Balance scale. Okay. Okay, yellow is heavier than red. Green is heavier than yellow. Oh. What? They just flew everywhere. What the fuck? You think it's broken? Let's see. What happens? Oh, I get it. If you use the scale more than 5 times, it triggers the spring, which makes the whole thing shake. It'll do the same thing if you stop using it before you've reached 5 times. Oh, right, we just need to pick up all the points. Oops. Well, I've got the points. Oh god, that was a horrible noise. Okay, let's do it again. So, we know... green is heavier than yellow, is heavier than red. Okay. The puzzle took me so damn long, really. I'm so sorry, so... it should go white, green, yellow, red. As, like, biggest to smallest, right? Oh, no. Red is heavier than white. Red is heavier than green. Does the weight reset after you try it? Maybe? I mean green heavier than red? Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Like the order. I don't know. I'm just gonna go back out and then try this again. Yep. Yes. Let's do it again. One more again. Oh my god. Are you serious? Hello? Haven't you noticed time and stuff? Oh. Are we good? Hello? Hello? The timing of that lag made it sound like this sounds guilty. That's so funny. I mean, maybe that's exactly what happens. God. Oh, I still have this on there. Okay. Oh, please. Please. Don't lag. Computer. And can you cooperate, OBS? Hey, OBS, can you chill the fuck out? Oh, the scale bit? Yeah, we got the scale bit, boys. Okay. Okay, I can only do this 5 times. I'm pretty sure... I think... Was the trick to these doing more than 2 at a time? I'm not sure. I feel like I don't have the mental capacity to understand it 1 at a time. So that was green. It's less than white, yellow, red. Like 2 on each side? Maybe. Okay. Do you want me to explain it? Let's see if I figure it out first. Maybe. Red, yellow is less than white, green. Let's see if because I have to do it in 5 turns. That was 2 times already. And I learned that I haven't learned much. Let's try blue, green, red. Okay. I think the first one the first one that I did was definitely a bit of a bust. It's just is heavier than red and white. Okay. What combinations have I not done? Done. Okay, now I need red with green. Green is heaviest than yellow. That's what I'm thinking too. Okay. Red and green are equal to white and yellow. Okay, so this is 4 times so far. Okay, so we know that yellow and green are the... So yeah, I think red is the lightest. Okay, I think it goes... red, white, yellow, green is what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna do white versus yellow as my last one. Just to double check that. Yep, okay. We've got one more try. We've already figured out the weights of the coins. You can leave the skill alone now. Yeah. Well, now I've got the points. God, I think I did it. Let's see if it was correct. E. Green. Yellow. White. Red. What's that noise? It sounded like something unlocking. Opa! I guess this isn't just a panel, it's actually a door. It's a screen inside. Oh, okay. 9 stars. What are we supposed to do with them? Try touching them. Okay, so it was... purple, green, yellow... Purple? Green, yellow, blue, red? No. Maybe that was actually a puzzle. Figure it out. We can do it. Well, let's turn off the lights again. It's time to put the sun away. It's a big star. So far I found 1 star. Okay. So let's... Yes. I'm just gonna write big red. We're letting the Terminates have their turn on the sun. Okay. Okay, so it goes... It's just... Red. I almost wrote yellow. That's not yellow. It's color green. Okay, green. Okay, and then yellow. Oh, wrong one again. I'm curious if I should be paying attention to the sides of the stars. Purple. So smelling cute. Found... So far I found 2 stars. No, you haven't. Red, green, yellow, blue, purple. Okay. On size, then, I'm just gonna look at this, try to compare the sizes as well. Okay, so size-wise, it is green, purple, yellow, blue, red. I think I do? It's a pretty small star. I'm impressed you even saw it. Okay. So I guess I do have to click on all the stars. Stars! The star's yellow. I guess you could say this is a typical star. I would say it's mid-sized. Okay. So I do have to click on all the stars. This one's blue abadi abadi. Looks a little large for me to carry though. So far I found 5 stars. Have I found? Is that all of them? Why do I keep hitting that button? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all the stars, I think. Yep. Ah, so that's how you're supposed to do it. Prepare the first 2, convert the remaining 2. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, I figured out the coins the way I did it too, so yay! Press the stars in the correct order. Okay. So, we have red, green, yellow, blue, purple as 1. Well, they didn't count on one thing. Twitch chat. Right. Red, green, yellow, blue, purple. Okay, then it is the other way. Green, let's try purple, blue, yellow, green, red. Purple, blue, yellow, red. Okay. I'm guessing that is the first password? Yes. I wonder if doing it by size will give us the other password. It's my safe password. Let's do it again. Again. Green, purple, yellow, blue, red. Green, purple, yellow, blue, red. Okay, then... Is it green, purple, blue, yellow, red? Green, purple, blue, yellow, red? This is the easiest safe password you've ever seen. Yeah, that was a pretty easy safe password. Okay. Well, shit. What about this order we see the stars? Starting with the biggest? Oh yeah, I could start with the biggest size. Red, blue, yellow, purple, green. Red, blue, yellow. There we go. Like for the entrance to the lion. Oh, that's how we did it for the safe password. That was the order we see the stars. Thought so. We did it! Yay! First try. No, it wasn't. E. And I respect you for your Venmo privileges, Betty. E. Password time. This is safe, right? Yes. Looks like one at least. There's a safe that looked like this in the crew quarters too. Let's see if we can open it. Star, moon. I love how unhidden the safe is. The safes are always just like sitting out in the open. Just like unbothered completely by what's going on. Honestly, the safes feel like an afterthought the way they're just thrown into the rooms. Room complete. Well, it opened. Is there something inside? Yes. Yes. Let's have a look. First off, the map. Floor B. Yep. I mean, we took the elevator down to get here, so... There are more things in the safe. This is... the moon keys. It has a moon on it. That means... Yes, the moon keys. There's 3 of them in here, just like with the sun card. You should take one, Alice. Why? Well, you're a solo. Una and I'll take one and you take the other one. Right, thanks. So what next? What's a piece of paper? What's this? Some kind of diagram? Okay, so Nevada test site. Is that for the spaceship program that they were talking about in that one timeline? About, oh no. Betty, don't just say oh no. It doesn't make any sense. I wonder what it is. Oh well, just forget about it for now. We can always come back for it later. There's 2 more things in here. What's this? Immunoglobulin. That's what IG stands for. It's not idiot guy. Like a note. What is IG equals immunoglobulin? Immunogoblin. What's immunogoblin? Another word for an antibody. I don't want them dare get by. You mean like the thing in your body that fights off bacteria and viruses and stuff? Yes. So what you're supposed to tell us? Honestly, I have no idea. That's for the when we were in the lab. Only thing left is the key. It must be the key to the exit. I think you're right. We should be able to use it to the next door. No key to my car? Awesome, what are we waiting for? Grab a tomato and eat it. Dark antibodies, like regular antibodies, but made out of antimatter. That would be horrible, actually. Let's open the door. These two. Here we go. I think it's funny that he counts down anytime he unlocks a door. You found it! I found a piece. No sooner had we stepped out of the garden than I saw the 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door sometime earlier. Whoa. What are you guys doing here?
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Map? Oh, right. Dug the map out of my pocket and spread it out in front of us, on the ground.
You 3 came in through the blue door, right?
Yeah.
And which room did you go into?
This fan-shaped one, it's called the Bee Garden.
Bee garden?
Dang, that's a really long walk. That's just all the way down, through there, through there. And, right? We went through the blue door. Yeah, that's through here. All the way down. That's so long. I feel like we should have seen stuff in those rooms that we went through. It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go see it for yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
And then we met up. Right here.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
Lots of hallways in this facility that get beep beep beeps through. Exactly. I want to know what's in those beeps.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited. So?
Sure, let's have a look. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center. It's the pod room. Did they ever explain what the B in Bee Garden stands for? I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure it stands for Botanical Garden? That would make the most sense. What are those?
They're why this is
Pods.
called a treatment center.
Oh, biotope? Oh. Interesting.
Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Whoa, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Hey!
Oh, right, this is the one timeline where Dio is nice-ish.
You want to start something, lady?
Calm down now, son. You don't cool off a bit, and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
I don't think it's said in the English version, but if you have voices in JP, they simply call the room biotope. They don't call it a garden, they just call it biotope?
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Wait. No garden, just biotope. Fuck the garden aspect. Wait, did you say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you could stay that way for a really long time. Oh no, lag.
Yeah?
Lag, please.
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
3 people? Who?
You mean 3 of us were?
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up, and that's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Hello, Melch.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, he's talking about Ice 9, isn't he?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9. It freezes at 96.8 degrees.
How did she survive in the desert?
That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8.
Oh, right. Below 96.8. My dumbass was just like, if your body's naturally above 96.8, especially in the desert.
No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover,
Clover?
when we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
That's what's in her chest, actually. It's just bags of water where she keeps Ice 9.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you.
Water balloons.
That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke.
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
Assuming we no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. Ah, yes, this beep-a-doop music. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen, mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this dummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as All Ice, which eventually became simply Alice. Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them. You ever get urban legends about yourself being a mummified Egyptian queen? Don't let the British know, or else they will eat her.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous?
Says the one wearing, clothing, I say in quotes, that have, Egyptian iconography on them.
The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
But why would people make that mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Man, what if that was just a bad pickup line? And she just took it immediately like, I'm not Alice.
Yeah. I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. What a long, convoluted way of getting out. Oh no. This isn't the good music. This is...
It looks like another warehouse.
It looks like the same warehouse.
Hey, look.
Imagine walking down the street, rolling your eyes, do you hear a "Hey girl, have I seen you before" somewhere, only to a spit take when she replies with, "Do you mean the Egyptian mummy?" That's so good.
3 more doors.
If somebody ever says, "Have I seen you somewhere before?" that is going to be my response.
They're all glowing white. You think?
They're chromatic doors. These might be the next set of chromatic doors.
I'd bet on it. Look. They've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors.
So the next set of doors are white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Right. Let's head back to floor A. Yeah, they are glowing. It's weird. It's so ominous. Yeah, especially because it's like quiet.
Oh, thank goodness. You finally returned. I was beginning to get anxious.
Hey! My clone, question mark? These hallways and sounds are so great for building tensions. They are. Too bad that they didn't put the car honking noise in this game. Did something happen?
Yes, it's Quark, you see. He
got sick again.
What? What happened to Quark?
collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Tenmyoji shoved Kay aside and left through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him.
Quark. Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tenmyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with him.
Oh, right. Well, we've got Luna.
Luna?
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but
She was a license to kill, not a medical license. They all misheard.
You have to take a look at him then. Please. Quark needs your help.
okay. I'll see what I can do. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Pull the trigger, Luna. That thing can tell us what's wrong with Quark?
Yes, I believe it can.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
Quark needs your help with your credit card number and the 3 letters on the back. With 4 easy payments of $99.99. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds, his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
He's got too hot to stop disease.
Oh no.
Wait, I can start that better. Attention all psychics. I'm contacting you through the morphogenetic field to let you know that Quark needs your help now.
Yes, he's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
That was wonderful, Myra. Thank you. Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean.
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
Okay, Dio and Luna were 2 of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. I'd stayed behind after the AB game, and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like one way or another everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No. He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. I bet memes could be transmitted through the morphogenetic field. I imagine it's something like airdropping. Where it's just like dropping a meme into somebody's brain and they're like, I do not want to see it. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir.
You wouldn't physically download a meme.
It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
We looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Bio's telling the truth.
You're in her DMs. I'm contacting her through the morphogenic field. We are not the same.
We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh god. Then he's going to...
Didn't the lab have the Excelavir?
Oh god, no.
Look, just to be sure, the three of you went to the treatment center, right? And you're sure it wasn't there?
No, there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
Treatment pods. That's it. If we put Cork in one of those pods... For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Ah, Cork insanity loop time.
Quark!
He's got a knife!
Oh, thank god.
Oh shit, he's got a gun! I hate his fingers, they're too long.
You're awake!
Too long, too skinny, all bad.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Oh, it's different.
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Why can't I skip through this?
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
Please, let me,
But how?
Like this.
Cork's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight toward his heart. Stop. Stop! Stop! Don't do that!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Herg.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too. Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyoji! Can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go?
Quark says fuck. He absolutely says fuck.
I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill! Ah!
Kill. Ah! Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good, thanks whoever that was. This is just a funny sequence to me. I know it's supposed to be like really serious, but it's just goofy as all hell. I have the stream going on in the background and all I hear is kill me, kill me, kill me. It's a mood. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we going to do? We've got to calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Superel Beta.
Soperel?
That's the anesthetic! The one that's in our bracelets! Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
hit him with it and just slaps him in the face with some soap oil.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just...
Jingle jangle jangle. I
Okay,
love just
I've
the
got it.
cocking of the gun sound.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Still a horrible place to put a needle. They just put the needle like directly into his shin.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Put that motherfucking REM. Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical Six?
oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article.
That the truth?
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess. So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical Six too? Yes. At least, I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6?
What are you doing?
I turned and followed Tenmyoji's gaze. Alice has already been infected. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. If Dio is obviously evil and actually evil, then Luna can be obviously good and actually good. Yes, I agree 100%. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him or for some other, more sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was in an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, are you feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread.
Damn, this would have been a wild route to do, like, first thing in the game.
Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Wait, Alice. Run after her. We were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Damn it. I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation had put too much distance and too many doors between us. Gosh diddly dang darn it. So many gosh dang doors. Shit. Which way did she go? Right? Left? I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her.
Yeah. I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood? Tenryoji,
Gotcha.
I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah. I stay here. Got it.
All right, let's move, people. Get going.
At Vi's command, we scattered, filtering off into the different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet. I love the music in this game, it's so good. No, Alice. No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? Complaining wasn't going to help anything. I needed to go look somewhere else. She's probably back in the quarters. Oh, he's going upstairs? Downstairs. Yeah. Looking for Alice in all the wrong places. Okay. Back in the treatment center? Okay. Huh. It's a jellyfish. Shoot. Nothing in the treatment center either. I need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. We hadn't stopped at work. I need to hurry. I'm guessing she's back in the, quarters area? Mostly because that's where she was killed every other time. I headed to the garden next. Or if she, maybe she is in the garden. The garden. I'd only gone a few steps from the walkway through the grass when I stopped short. Oh, is she in here? Oh.
Oh,
Alice.
there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up.
Bee garden, it's just that all the bees are invisible. Oh no, he let them all out. Huh?
I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
Then she's, alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway,
Huh.
we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right. Alice was lighter than I had expected, because she's made out of ice. And Fi and I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
On our way back, Fi had gotten off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no.
No! What's going to happen to her?
I'm curious where, this is timeline-wise? Huh. So, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna just do ally first to figure out that, but I'm curious where this leads us down. Because Alice wouldn't be able to go through the door with us. We'd have to carry her? Also, I don't know... Oh, right, we have 2 door options, I forgot. I was confused for a second.
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
That's what I said, immunogoblin.
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelavir.
Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelavir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over to Quark and lifted a small, unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down slowly and picked it up. Is this medicine?
What?
Well, what is it?
Hold on, there's a name on the label here. Excelavir.
Excelavir! You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier. We
you're
explored the
right.
laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket. Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind.
This music only means bad things, yeah.
We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person.
That's a lot of fucking medicine in there.
The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
That's so much fucking medicine.
In other words, we can't split the dose in 2 or something.
Right.
While we all stood stunned, Fi moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes and stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing.
I want to just look at something real quick. I was wondering if that, like, unlocked anything in any of the endings. Nope.
That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No. Unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we only get to save one of them.
Then what are we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're going to save them both.
How?
That's... I needed to calm down, think. There has to be some way to save both of them. It was there, I knew it. Immunoglobulin.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunoglobulin.
It's another name for antibodies.
IG replicator? Right, this is from the other timeline that he's remembering.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So that's like a copy machine. So this was where a lock is, yeah.
Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is. Who
Any
knows?
ideas?
Ice cream by the gallon?
That's it. I've got it. The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's a immunoglobulin replicator machine.
What?
Achievement unlocked. If I told you you had a nice antibody. It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Excelavir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelavir. Thinking can go burr. Oh, this was unlocked right here. Interesting. Okay, so I wouldn't have been able to complete this timeline without this piece. Damn, he's really using that Red Bull can.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
By going to the lab, you got the unlock. Yee!
Yeah, we never could figure out what it did though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it. When I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
No. Dio was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelavir.
The stream stuttered mid-blink. Oh no. I'm so sorry about like all the stuttering. The Wi-Fi isn't very good here and I can't do anything about that. But that's not gonna stop me. I might just end up streaming when I do it, like earlier in the day, because I might have better results then.
That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Who's hilarious? Good.
Let's go have a look then.
Yes, it's not. No, it's not your internet. I promise. It's mine.
The laboratory, right?
Yeah, no time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Alright then, let's go. Let's go!
So this is the lab, huh?
Sir Hoppington was.
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. See?
So this can copy the Excelavir?
What
I
are we
think so.
waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelavir into the slot on the left side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably that was where the duplicated Excelavir would go. Ready? I'm gonna push the button, it should.
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Right? Okay. And pressed. We finally get to use the machine, right? I was I was all over that machine like, what do I do, please? It's taking off. It just flies away. Did it work? I love that Sigma building out the button press like it's a door to unlock.
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. Oh, shit.
What happened?
Sorry, my hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah, just one
What
though.
in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it broken, then we could just make another copy. Before Tenmyoji could reply, Fi spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intensely at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine. See?
She held it up in one hand but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Is there another bomb?
Take a look.
She slid back from the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. And it's another bomb. When she said, guys, I was just like, ah, fuck, it's another bomb, isn't it? This is the bomb run. Bomb.
Whoa. Really? That makes two then.
Bomb. 2.
Guess Kay was right after all.
I should really, set up a sound alert that is, the Peggle 2. That would be fun. Electric bomb.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Would you include the music? I absolutely would. It would literally just be like taking a soundbite from that clip and just Peggle 2 in like a couple seconds after it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
I'm curious if it was Dio setting the bombs? Or actually, Kay has been in both of the places where the bombs were set before we found them. So, maybe. We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane! Listen to yourself! There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb!
Well, we didn't know that. And Moji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
This is a different colored memory card than the one we got last time.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes, I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Could I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So what do we do?
Come on, if I knew I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded...
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True, but
Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later.
Like a dog. Drop it. Drop it.
Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right. So we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the Excalibur, then head to the floor A warehouse.
Right.
Don't drop the bomb.
This ought to do it. It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vials and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone. Rip. Unrip. I am... oh no. Rip. Okay. 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 I'm reconnected. Okay, it says I'm reconnected, but... give me a second. Hello? Okay, I think it's alive. I think we're alive. I think so. Yeah, just barely. I am chugging. I love that chalky frame rate. Okay. It's not getting better. It's not okay, never mind. It's getting better. Okay, it's getting better. It's okay. I'm so sorry for your 480p.
it's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back. Lyra, don't say it's better, otherwise it's gonna tank again, please.
5 minutes remain.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later.
Better, almost to full recovery, unlike Alice. It's okay, the pixels are just a little late, that's okay. No. There's like a little square in the bottom of OBS that shows me how good my stream connection is. And it has different colors depending on how good the connection is. Green is the best, and then there's yellow, and then there's this orangey color, and then there's red, and it is going wildly through the colors.
Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn. Don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. The floor A warehouse is waiting. we can be relieved. Wait, there there are toilets in the crew quarters. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything.
Carmel dancing playing from another room, but it's OBS. OBS, don't leave me.
So I asked him if he was coming with us.
It's not even OBS's fault, it's just internet's fault. And unfortunately, I am unable to fix it.
And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, Phi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have left?
I've got 6.
As do I.
Dio's desperate, yeah. This'll be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to Ally, and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but...
I know. You would like us both to vote Ally, yes?
Yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good.
It's interesting because although OBS disconnected, I didn't technically stop streaming, so on OBS, the timestamp that I have for how long I've been streaming is different. Until like the one I have on my phone pulled up for Stream Manager, which says I've been streaming for 6 minutes after it reconnected, where OBS is just like, nah man, it's almost been 2 hours. Which is kinda nice.
You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now!
Indeed. Shall we?
GOK, Fine, Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. OBS knows it does. Counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, Kay went into room 4, and Fine Clover went into rooms 5 and 6, respectively. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we headed into AB room number 1. Right, the AB rooms haven't been moved. Because the old lady was killed. Okay, so I'm going to choose Ally. Because that's what I always do.
30 seconds remain until...
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary. So,
You're saying we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is going to default to that anyway.
yes.
I know. It's not really fair to just betray somebody who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a moment, the Nonor game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex result. Thank you, Ambidex.
Okay. You know, putting the space in between the colon and the capital D makes it more threatening. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Alright, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game. Please.
Check out, did you do like a bunch of spaces? Damn, okay. Damn, okay. How the fuck did... What? Hey, what? How? Huh? What? Hey, what? How did Alice choose betray? She's not even in the... I'm so confused.
Points. Please check.
I was wondering how this one would end. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. That's not possible. The bracelet takes Sigma's vote. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on!
Shut the fuck up, Vi.
Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No. Why?
My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurry, but I noticed the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all. And yet, there she stood, an apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Alice. The world was gradually going black, and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? But even if she had, why choose betray? Then the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. Rip Sigma, but I'm different. Your stupid bracelets can't kill me. I'm a bad bitch. Am I right to save? Yes. Keep it play. Okie dokie, let's do it again. Do it again, I wasn't looking. Ba-da-ding.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Bink. Binkus. Luna and I stepped out of the AV room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting. I thought...
There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I'd picked betray instead. It had almost felt subconscious. Unconscious is the wrong word. You weren't asleep. Like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to the betray button against my will. Right, well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran toward the projector, anything to get away from those eyes. Subconscious, too.
Result, please.
Is it gonna be all betray again? Yep. Yep.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Oops.
Please check your...
What? It was impossible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. How can Alice's vote be betray? That's not possible. Alice? She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Sounds like there's a teensy bit of lag between audio and visual. Oop. I hope it's not too bothersome. There's nothing I can really do on my end. Why? I'll try to just, not hit the next button too quickly then. My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? Where did she go? Where'd she come from, Cotton Eye Joe? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move toward us. No problem. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me, a coward? You got some balls saying that to me after you picked betray. Why are you even here?
Well, you gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
I don't believe you.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible.
I have no sympathy for you, Alice.
I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training.
Of your training? What? What type of training would that be?
I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me.
How the fuck did you know that?
In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we'd gone into the AB room?
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too.
Taking anesthetics every day till you can count down 100 while under them. That's gonna like fuck up your blood and like your nervous system so much though. Like irreversible damage to her.
About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that?
I want to pop her titties and watch the air leak out and watch her collapse.
I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Self-defense, my ass. You chose Betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. Sorry, you had 6 BP. If I picked Ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid.
I'm not being stupid, I'm being reasonable.
I knew you'd choose Betray.
No, you didn't.
There was...
Tell
That
the
is
truth.
Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Okay. Fine, Dio.
Yes. If Dio had chosen Ally, Fi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen Ally, Dio would have killed her.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen Ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we'd managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Ow. Or had it been something else? They're all infected with, Radical 6, I'm guessing, because the first thing is paranoia. Maybe? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma. But I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
Delicate constitution.
Sorry.
Dio.
Well, in that case...
Etufi?
Yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Excuse me. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here.
I am going to treat you like a villain because you're rude and mean. Stop being mean to me.
Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on!
you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
Watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No.
Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something. Right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corner of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3, Star Keys. There is the Ambidex.
As many times as we want.
Yes, as long as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over, too. Sigma? Could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around.
Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
Zero Jr., my beloved. I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
Huh. We've got about... 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AV game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Our hearts and minds together. Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray, including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy? An anemone?
Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Cork the Excalibur. Huh. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who is it? Who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? That's right, the memory card. I pulled it out of my pocket and held it up.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what's on it though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh, I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
his expression is terrifying. Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Orc was there as well, of course, but he was just where, as we left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb and the memory card and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we'd discover the contents of the latter.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
Go ahead.
Right. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot into the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. Is this... What is this?
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
Wild how they picked that up so easily.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yeah, they do. The same.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Let's see if I can find uses anywhere in there. No, it's not.
Was there anything else on there?
Lag made me think of a... In other words...
No, it doesn't look like it.
So, all we get is this gibberish. Hey, Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
And also, Pixel Dip gave a really good effect to the letters. Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
I'm like trying to go extra slow because of the lag.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Oh, I thought it was Myrmidians. Oh, I guess it's Myrmidons. For some reason, I felt like I'd heard that name.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
You'd think that being someone who is tracking down the Myrmidons in that order, Alice would realize that Dio shares the face of left and, like, everybody else in the order.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb? It was set by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
I'm guessing the bombs were set by the old lady, since she didn't die. And this is the first time she didn't die, and this is also the first time we've seen the bombs, so, like, maybe there's a correlation?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Sam, I have got a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know.
Oh, well? What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See?
Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice. Even without remembering the answer, you think you could read it? Alice, Clover, who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? You can read it, but it is just letters. I think it's time you told us what you do. You cannot crack it. Yeah, me neither. Crack that dusty volume.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. Just please tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidians. Sorry, Myrmidons. I like Myrmidians better. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she leapt up and run out of the room. Hey, wait, Alice. I took off after her.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what I know. What you know. Wait, not what I know. What you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
It's Greek. The Myrmidons were the army of Achilles. Which way is it supposed to be pronounced? Is it Myrmidons or Myrmidians? Myrmidons. Myrmidons? Mermaids. Clover?
You already know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Remember the crew quarters or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. Myrmidon? Okay. Thank you. So your icon can appear on the save screen. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. We walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. Then I pushed her in. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
I mean, that's kind of a occupational hazard, this game. You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
I was gonna say, guess who needs finger guns therapy, but realized the answer was all of these characters. Yes. What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
Alice and mayhaps. I was probably the Radical Six.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could.
What is with this art? I don't like it.
It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it!
What? Do what?
Kill me!
I don't consent to this, actually.
Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not gonna kill you. I don't even hate you. Sigma's like an emotional support dog. People just spill their guts to him. He is absolutely a German Shepherd. 100%.
You're lying! I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anyone. single tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another and another, leaving shiny lines across her face. Would he be a Saint Bernard, but instead of a cast around his neck, it's a thinking can? He just has like he just has a Red Bull thinking can on his neck. I like it. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and taking her tears with it. Slowly, I took her cheek and removed it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
Damn. Sigma just got dad zoned. That's who you were after, right? The people who killed your dad.
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Come on.
If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself. And about the Myrmidons.
This is such a weird
Deal?
angle. Sure. My lips are sealed.
Really?
What, crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. Alright then.
Alice took a deep breath and began. Okay, my father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist, and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. The rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it. But every so often, when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away, and in every line of her face, I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. In a country where any relatives were trans, sign me up. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time the name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Honestly, that's probably worse than incest, you know, and like that messing up the whole bloodline. Now, at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. Trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say that he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then, one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to Soy's headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had investigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it per se. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now, had been bound and placed in the trunk. Too late, 7's there, right? He's the police. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently, it had been part of an experiment designed to test the abilities of certain people to assess what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. The Soys had heard of this particular ability before and had actually used it in a number of investigations. so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness the power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. I'm not even going to really... I can't. The proportions in this drawing are so bad. Are so bad. Her arms are entirely 1, too short, 2, too skinny. It's bad. It's just bad. This time, it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My boss decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. I mean, at least she's got clothes on. You're right. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He'd said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the Sois to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they'd killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me. Or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. And they were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had at least been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. I broke down crying, right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. Alice just hasn't known how to healthily have emotions, and she hasn't been allowed to because of her job. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, high-stress intensity jobs like this are like a detriment to your mental health, and they honestly, they don't care as long as you're doing your job well. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time, we gathered information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room?
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Life just keeps shitting on her, so she decided, you know what? I'm allowed to be a bitch and I'm allowed to live luxuriously. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
On that note, I am going to save and stop for the night. And that has been Valor. I hope you guys have a good night too. Very, very good time. Good, I'm glad. I'm so sorry about the stream disconnecting. Yeah, the cup caught it this time. Well, you'll catch the VOD. You'll catch both of the VODs. And that's fine. I don't mind. I'm happy you enjoy it. I hope the VODs aren't too terrible with all the lagging. Well, I mean, like, what can you do? I tried to, like, slow down so that even with lag, it would, like, in mismatching audio, it would still be, like, slightly comprehensible. Anyway, I'm pretty tired, so I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you when I see you. I'm sure it'll be smoother in the VOD. I hope it'll be smoother in the VOD.